How was Snowbeast born, and how has it evolved from your beginnings until now?
Oh, okay. So yeah, so like I've been working on the project Snow Beast with my husband Rob. He's over here. Hello. Hey.
Hi.
Hey. 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 For about 10 years or so. We started out I was living down in the DC area at the time and I was getting back into music and um I was, you know, looking for some way to be more creative at the time. I was working a lot. I just wanted to get back into music because I studied sound design when I was in college, and I was always into art and um, multimedia and sound and things like that. But um, I started moving more in the direction of music, just on my own at the time, and then I met Rob at a party and we were talking and he was starting up a new studio at the time and I was like, hey, like, I have some ideas and we were chatting and he invited me to his studio in Providence and then we started a small project called Pattern Behavior at the time, which is more it sounded more like Tangerine Dream, I think, a little bit on that end of electronic music. Or at least and then we started he started a project called Snowbeasts, which was just him at the time being experimental with modular electronics, and it was more ambient sounding a little bit, kind of like more like Lustmord, I'd say, on that end of things. And I would add little things here and there, but it just ended up becoming our main thing eventually. Like I'd keep adding things. I'd add my voice to it, and now it's become more of a dance project. It just evolved over time. Um, so mainly now, if we decide to play out at shows and it's more of a dance kind of thing, like we'll play as Snow Beasts and do the Snow Beast thing. So
And
I'm
your band, sorry?
oh sorry, there's some runners coming by.
I should be doing that. I'm
So
missing a lot.
so um so yeah, so where are you out of?
Sorry? I didn't
Where
hear.
are you from? Where are you now?
Oh, I'm from Spain,
Oh,
and
okay,
I'm
okay,
living in Spain, yes. In
okay,
Murcia.
cool.
It's in the south of Spain, yes.
So, so yeah, oh yeah, we have a new release coming up. I should probably mention that. That's going to be out September 5th, and then we're playing a show in New York City. It's going to be actually in Ridgewood, so that's kind of more. I think that's in Queens actually, um, and that will be uh, yeah, September 5th. So, and I'll have that up on our Snowbeast page. That's Snowbeast underscore PVD. That we will have it all over there. And I also have a single coming out called Death Dance, and that's going to be coming out. When is that coming out? On August 22nd? 22nd. So, um, I'm looking forward to that. And we just played a show in Salem, Massachusetts, which was super fun. Um, yeah, so we had an encore, our first encore ever, which is pretty cool. Um, yeah, so that was fun.
So congratulations on all of that.
Yeah.
I wish I was in New York, but it's impossible in
Oh,
September.
I know. I want to come to Spain too. I'd like to go to Barcelona and check out the scene there. That'd be cool.
If you come to Barcelona, I will go for sure.
Yeah, yeah. We should meet up.
And Snowbeat has a very dark and textural sound aesthetic. What emotions or mental landscapes do you seek to evoke with music?
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I have some concepts definitely, and our release Devour that I was thinking of. I was going through a kind of dark place mentally at that time. I was trying to I was trying to work with some like pretty heavy like material that I was uncovering about myself and my past, um, and in order to deal with those things, I wanted to deal with them through music. And Devour is definitely something where I was trying to create a transformative atmosphere, but like a dark one, like where you can take your own power back. And I kind of have that theme a little bit in Dire Days, a little bit too, where it's about um, it's about finding your the power within yourself to continue on and survive, I guess, through things. So, um, but I like the someone was saying we were playing an event at a friend's place, so it was down like a basement show, and they were comparing some of the atmosphere to some movies like Hereditary um, and there's some aspects I think to our music that sound kind of sentiment like something that would be in cinema or I am definitely influenced by a lot of film for sure.
Well, that was the next question.
Yeah.
Is there any non-musical stars that inspires you, especially such as cinema, literature, or visual art?
Oh right. Yeah. Um, it's been yeah. Like I was actually thinking of uh speaking of Spain, like I was looking at some of Goya's paintings for a little bit. Like I've always been inspired by that. Let like usually kind of darker things on the darker side of things, like looking at um like man's shadow, or woman's shadow. I don't know. Um, like just looking at like facing these things and like uncovering um ourselves within those areas and coming out of those things, hopefully in a triumphant manner in some way. But yeah, I like there's a lot of films that I like. I mean, I watch a lot of horror movies, particularly, um, but I'm very influenced by other things as well.
What is your favorite horror movie?
That's interesting. I mean, I like uh there's different types of horror movies I like, I guess. I like The Shining. Um I definitely like a lot of Italian movies. I like like Suspiria and those type of movies. I like but I also like, like older like zombie movies um I like I don't know. I like a lot of them. So
Every horror movie in the world.
yeah. Yeah, it's not, I mean, I even like, I mean, there's sometimes I like B movies. I mean, I like um things that are a little cheesy sometimes. So yeah, um like I've always liked John Waters, for example, even though it's on horror. Like I mean, I I've liked a lot of his films. Um, so trying to think of what else. Uh, yeah, like I do like like a lot of uh just older silent films sometimes, and I've been looking at some of those type of films too. But yeah, I'm trying to think of what else.
And how is your creative process? What comes first? The sound design, the atmosphere, the lyrics, or emotional idea?
Oh, what comes first? That's interesting. Yeah, sometimes it depends. Like sometimes I might be we have a studio, we have a different synthesizers and sometimes I'll just go down there and play around with something, and then there's an idea that comes from whatever I'm doing. And we kind of go from there. Or same with Rob. Like he might come up with some drum lines, or or leads. Usually he tends to start with with a drum or a bass line, but yeah, like we'll like, put that aside and then like usually sometimes go back to it, or sometimes I will have kind of a theme that I would like to go towards. Like the last album, I was thinking of themes more than I typically have. Um, I think so. So I guess it depends, but I like to mix it up. I don't like to like have the same process every time. I don't think, because that gets boring to me. So,
What singers or artists have influenced the way you express yourself vocally?
oh, who has influenced me in terms of vocalists?
Yes.
Um, I really like Demanda Galas. I'd say that like she's an influence. I I like I have a friend named Laurie Amat. She's helped me vocally. She's a great singer. Um, and I'm trying to think of who else, but definitely like just different. Um, I used like I used to love like kind of '90s bands and like I don't know, like Bjork or just different, like someone that had like kind of like a quirkier type of vocal style that wasn't a traditional type of sound. I've always been um, intrigued by someone's sound that doesn't have that sort of traditional sound, like kind of more pop quality sound. I guess I like something that sounds unique.
What would you like someone who hears your work for the first time feel?
Uh, what was the first part? Sorry, I'm
Okay.
there's lots of bees here. I'm like hearing the bees.
I hate them. I can understand them. What would you like someone who hears your work for the first time to feel?
Uh, yeah, that's interesting. What would I want them to? Yeah, that's a really good question. I don't really know. Like, I mean, I think I want them to be immersed in whatever, in some sort of atmosphere of some kind. Like, can be taking away to somewhere they're maybe not exactly. Like, I always like that about music. If I'm in, like, I mean, sometimes sometimes I can't listen to music when I'm driving because I get too into the music. Like I need to focus. Like there's moments like that where I'm like, oh, I gotta stop, or I don't know, especially if it's more ambient music or like something like that. Sometimes I'm like, I gotta make sure at least it's driving music, something with a beat. But but yeah, it doesn't like I think that's kind of where what I'm hoping for. But definitely like I hope there's some reaction. It's definitely fun when we play shows like we just had the last one where it's like, oh, everyone's dancing. It's like it's cool to see um, a reaction. Even, like I mean, even if it is in their head, um, you know.
What other projects or artists do you feel close to on a creative level, even if it's not the same genre?
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Like that's a good question. Like I feel like I need to write these down. I'll have to probably come back. Like if we can do this again, I'll come back with a list. But because I'm really bad at like coming up with names, like I'm just not on the
Okay.
spot. But but yeah, like there's definitely like some artists out there that I feel like there's a vibe that like, like sometimes you go out and you see someone doing something and you're like that like it's like, oh yeah, that seems like even though it's a film or even if it's a painting or something like that, like it somehow falls into a place that um seems to be like coming from a similar idea or like some like atmosphere or like or maybe it's even just like a political stance or or whatnot. Um, or, or maybe they're like even just like colors that seem to, like, I know that I have some friends that have synesthesia that like will see colors when they listen to music. Like maybe if you look at a painting and it seems like kind of similar when you're listening. I don't know if that happens, but that'd be kind of interesting.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And do you have any rituals before going on a stage?
Do I have any oh, what was that before?
Rituals
Oh,
before going on stage.
visuals that
Rituals,
go.
rituals,
Oh,
rituals, like a witch or something.
oh, I'm still not sure I heard you. Oh,
Any ritual
uh
before going on stage to
oh,
to get ready to perform.
oh, do I have any like like things I do before I go on stage to get
Yeah,
to prepare? Oh yeah.
yeah.
Um yeah, that's like I should probably, you know, I'm kind of bad about prepping my voice. I need to do that more because like I've been noticing my voice is getting a little bit more strained when I start. But I do, I don't know, like I think I used to dance when I was younger, and so I'm not. It's kind of funny because I like I have a harder time probably speaking, just speaking in front of people than I would dancing or just like or playing music in front of people, like because I think I still feel like I'm a different person or like under like some sort of mask, and I'm not as, I usually don't get as nervous as I used to. I'm just like I just do it. I'm gonna get it over with and just be out there. Usually kind of thing. Um, but sometimes like the day before, I'm like, oh, why am I doing this? And like I might have like some like doubt thing where I'm like, oh, maybe I should just sleep in, or I don't know. Like usually it comes like the day before where I'm like, I don't want, like for some reason I'm thinking I don't want to do the thing, but then I go out there and do it and I like it, so that's why I'm doing it. I'm continuously doing it, I guess.
Is there any festival or country where you would like to perform someday?
I any particular one, I don't know, like I that keeps changing because I'll see something somewhere and I'm like, that looks like a fun event and or an interesting place, so I definitely want to come to Europe. Right now it's a little hard. I just like, like I'm not a we're not a huge band, so like I have a day job and everything, so like I just started a new day, like I'm trying to get like situated in that right now, and I think our next steps are probably going to be to get to some other parts of the US. I think is my goal is to like play around here a bit more, and then maybe next year if things are looking good, like globally, I don't know what's going on, but I'm hoping that we can play maybe in Europe, or at least I was thinking Mexico City for sure would be fun too. Um, so I'd love to do that too. But I definitely want to play Spain at some point. I'd love
Well,
to
you
come
have to come
there.
here.
Yeah. Actually, I have a friend that moved out to Barcelona and he's studying music right now. Um, and I'm going to see a show of his tomorrow. He used to put on a lot of shows in Providence, where I'm from, and we played there, like played at his bar, pretty much every month. And I'm excited to see him. And I'm hoping that at some point, like maybe we could figure something out and go out that way. That'd be awesome.
And finally, what advice would you give to someone who is starting in the world of music?
Oh, advice. Yeah. I think I was just talking about this to Rob, but
I'm sorry, Elizabeth, but I think your sound is off.
oh, oh, am I back? Am I back?
Oh,
Can you hear me?
yes, yes, now I
Okay.
can.
All right. So yeah, we were talking about Black Sabbath. And like,
Oh,
and I was talking about how when I was growing up, I had, the anthology guitar book. I used to play guitar when I was young because I got really sick that's how it kind of got started in the music thing to begin with, because I had mono when I was in high school, and I got my dad threw a guitar at me pretty much and was like, well, you can't go to school right now, so here, learn this thing. And I took lessons and I had the guitar book. But at the time I had a lot of friends that were like, join my band, join my band. And I would always say like, oh, I'm not good enough yet. I'm not good enough yet. But the thing is like, just I'd say just do it, because music is all about, it's mostly practice, and it doesn't really matter. And it's usually mostly, if you're performing anyways, it's almost like, I'd say it's like 70% performance anyhow at this point, because I have a lot of friends that do noise music. Like, obviously, like, that isn't, I think it's more like some of this stuff is more about like the impact or an overall experience, and it doesn't necessarily, don't have to hit perfect notes. It depends on what you're doing. Um, I would just say go out and do it. If you want to do it, just do it. Don't be
It's
scared.
a great advice.
Yeah.
So thank you. Is there anything else you would like to say to people who are watching us?
Uh, yeah, thanks for watching. And be safe out there, and I hope to see you. I'd love to play wherever you are at some point. I'd love to see you. And thanks for having me here. Yeah, I was thinking that I thought for some reason you said Eastern time, so I was gonna like, put on my goth makeup, and but now you see me in the wilderness, which is kind of snow BC anyways, kind of. I don't know. It's not the winter time here, so it's not as snow beasty as it could be, but
I would love to be in that weather because here's too hot and it's
uh
horrible.
oh, what,
I'm
yeah, it's
hating every
actually,
time,
yeah, it's
even
been,
with the air conditioning.
oh no. Yeah, it was 100 degrees for 2 days last week here, and today is beautiful. It's maybe, I don't know, 63 degrees, which is nice for me. Like, I like the 60s. 60s are good, 70s are very good, and then it starts getting too hot for me when it's over 85, but you know, I guess that's all right.
And the makeup is really good. I've seen some pictures.
Okay, good.
And your glasses too, so it's okay. So thank you so much for being here with me today. I really hope to do another interview someday and to listen to your new releases.
Yeah, let's do a follow-up interview. I'd love to do that.